welcome. Another night searching for potential alien radio signals out there from amongst the stars. Searching again on a frequency called the hydrogen line. That is the channel on the radio dial that scientists theorize we are most likely to hear the "hello, is anybody else out there" signal. And in the 1970s we may have heard just that. The infamous wow signal was detected right where that yellow line is at the top. One of our best candidates as a potential alien radio signal in there. What's that one? Okay, that was the new bot on Twitch. Let's see how that one goes. Marcus is in. How you doing? Sorry, I'm distracted by the. I'm trying chat bots for Twitch, and I forgot I put one on, and I set it to sarcastic. So it's surprising me there. Oh, Harko is in as well. How is everyone doing? Thank God it is the weekend, isn't it, guys? And update, the new computer has been dispatched. There is a chance it may arrive tomorrow or Sunday, probably Monday, but fingers are crossed we get that on board. I'm excited to get us back rolling. And remember tonight, guys, we are going to be doing our deep dive at 11 PM over on Patreon. There, if you haven't used your free trial yet, give that one a go. Marcus, you joined the Patreon. Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate that. It'd be good to see you over for that one. I do like our deep dives. They're actually quite similar to this, a bit slower paced, but we've actually got some subject matter to chew over there and read in detail. So I do like those. What are we feeling? Because I was thinking about when we do roll back onto TikTok, and assuming it's as busy as TikTok normally is still, so they're going to be faster paced again. Did we want to maybe do like the first couple of hours on TikTok as normal, and then maybe roll over to just YouTube and Twitch, keeping it so like the cool kids can hang out in a slower, more calmer atmosphere later. Raf is in too. Looking forward to excellent. Oh my God, you're right, Harko. The spike is almost gone. It was there earlier, and it's been running for quite a while. It's almost all gone. That is very interesting. So that is pointing towards maybe it isn't interference after all, because we've not changed the setup. Interesting. Get my buttons right. That is interesting. I have to keep an eye on that one. So yes, how was everyone's Friday? Are we all getting ready for the weekend? Got anything interesting coming up other than our wonderful streams? You never know, might be back over on TikTok at some point this weekend. But yeah, guys, let's do it. We've got 3 in, haven't we? It says we've got a lot more in, so say hi if you haven't said hello already. Let us know if you're joining us. But if you are joining us for the first time, we're searching for potential alien radio signals coming in from amongst the stars, searching on a frequency called the hydrogen line, that yellow line at the top. That is the channel on the radio dial that scientists theorize we are most likely to hear the "hello, is anybody else out there" message. And back in the 1970s, we heard the infamous wow signal come through right on that yellow line. Not the same patch of sky, sadly. It's now gone round by this time of night, but yeah, that is what we're searching for. That top layer there, that is the live signals coming in from the radio receiver there. Then this bit directly above me with the orange and blue, that is the detailed signal analysis there. So it's taking those signals coming in, and it is looking a little bit to detail there to see if in amongst all of that noise, is there a quiet signal there? Is there any signs of repetition there, encoding and modulation, anything like that, that we might not be able to visually see a difference there or hear it amongst the background noise, but can the computer detect anything coming in there as well? And then this part of the screen here, this is where our dish is pointing to, and as you see, Fomalhaut is just about to come in. There we go, there's some micro signal analysis. So every time it thinks there might be a clue that there's something there, it just focuses on the interested zone there to have a look, and didn't find anything that time, hasn't found anything yet. But how are we going to do there? Queeg, oh, you're over on Twitch. Hello, how am I supposed to feed Alan here? So apparently, we've not tried it yet. You'll be the first one to feed Alan over there, but they have something called bits. And I think they're like the equivalent of the TikTok gifts there. They're the one-time thing. But it is meant to it is meant to come up and play the sound. So that's how we're looking at doing it over there. Nobody's done it yet, so you'll be the first. Hopefully it'll work out there. Where are we? There. Busy as always. Everything is broken by customers. Oh man, everything feels like it's broken at the minute, and you're at the other end of that having to fix it all. All good, but a bottle of Bacardi to keep me company. Seems... Queeg, there we go. You fell... Alan, his first bit. There you go, he's starving. Look. Thank you for that one.
Thank you for the alien pets, guys.
It's technically not alien pets, but it's the same. But thank you there for feeding Alan. He's very excited that. You've got number 1 there. 100 as well. That is ridiculous. A test is 1 normally. Thank you there, Queeg. And also it's good to see you in. Are we going to see you over for our deep dive later over on Patreon, where we're going to be doing the Majestic 12 deep dive at 11 PM our time here in the UK. I've been really craving a bit of Southern comfort lately, actually, talking about Bacardi there. Shepsy's in. Good to see you. Tickers 2. He's back. He's a little shorter. Yeah, fixed dishwashers, cooking, induction ovens, washing machines, and microwave ovens, etc. I had a friend once. This is totally like sideways, pointless story here, but it always made me laugh. They got a new kitchen fitted, and they had one of these induction hobs, and obviously they're very thin profile, so they had a drawer just below it, and the induction hob kept breaking, kept never working. They kept swapping it out for new ones, and it turned out it was something to do with the cutlery that was in the drawer directly below it. I laughed because they didn't have a cooker for like 2 months. There, Raf Bentos. That's Raf's new name. Going to try some exotic flavours there this week, Raf. So yeah, you never know. Maybe we'll luck out today, and we'll get a little bit of a signal in. But as pointed out earlier, we've almost lost our little companion signal there. It's coming through again, but it drifted really to nothing, didn't it? Next to the red line up there. Treated yourself to a pizza. Hey, I'll be going up in the world there. I like that one. Queeg, how are you doing? How have you been? Hopefully we can get back to rolling on TikTok soon as well. There, Chris is in the house. Good to see you there. Right, microwaves work on 2.4.20. Oh, so another click up there. So we know it's not the microwave interfering a bit here. Bored with that TikTok lives, mate. I feel you there, but we should be Queeg. We should be back on, if we're lucky, over the weekend. So the new streaming computer has been dispatched today, and it's meant to be next day, so it's a chance tomorrow, but it's the weekend, so maybe Monday. But yeah, with fingers crossed we can get ourselves all rolling back to normal behaviour pretty goddamn soon, because we're all itching to get back into a routine there. And yes, you've got ads on Twitch now, so the upside is you get to feed Alan. The downside is it comes with ads, apparently, which is wonderful. We've turned them down to as low as they can go, though, so hopefully it's not too many. If you can let us know actually how many you experience over the live, it'll be good to know, because I have a feeling that Twitch, being an Amazon one, we're probably going to take the P for those, but it does have really cool interactions there. So we're trying out a chat bot over on Twitch at the minute, and I'd totally forgotten that I'd set it up as a little test, and I'd set it to be extra sarcastic. As soon as I came on, I got this message going, "Oh, look who decided to show up," and I'm like, "Who the hell's that?" And it's this chat bot that I forgot about. Oh, we got a 30-second one. Then 1 30-second isn't too bad, is it? But is it 3 30-second ones in a row? Or a 30-second and 2 minutes. Where are we anyway over here? The orange peak is back. Yes, it is, and it's nice and strong there. And it does seem to be reflecting the spike. But then again, that peak was this strong last night when the spike was taller. So God knows what's going on then. It's going to be the weekend, so I'm going to stick my head into the coding, see if we can get some new features, maybe figure out what is going on specifically there. Fomalhaut is in the zone now. So Fomalhaut is a star. Was it 25 light years away again? So just like Vega, the nice, beautiful purple star that we see on our skywatchers and we saw last night, Fomalhaut is the same distance roughly away from us there. And it's I think it's a trinary system, 2 dwarf stars and then a nice big bright one. I think the bright one is like ridiculously massive as well. But they do micro signal analysis. Is it gonna? Oh, it's thinking about it. So this is looking in amongst that background noise. Is there a faint signal? No, that's a shame. Yeah, so is Fomalhaut, we do think that there's an exoplanet around Fomalhaut there, so there could be, if we start to get a signal, if something changes, it might well be where it comes in. Yes, you got Jane, good to see you. Hello over on Twitch there. And yes, I forgot, I've managed to put the stickers in over on Twitch as well. The stickers are there for everybody to play with. Well, not all of them, but I think they're going to let me put in 5 for the first level. But we'll see how that one goes. Where are we? There, the Orange Pete. Yes, payday has got to be done. Oh man, 100%. Same payday as me. So, new toys for the stream. Although no, it's all going into the damn computer at the second. So it's going to be a while whilst I pay that one down, and then maybe we can get some new toys before the stream. Ian is in the house. How are we doing, Ian? Good to see you there. And Raf, not gonna lie, I'm liking the YouTube vibe now. I don't blame you. I would prefer the YouTube vibe. So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna start off again like around 8 PM most nights for either a SETI or a Skywatch, and we'll do all 3 platforms for the first couple of hours, and then as the activity dies down, as it gets a bit darker there, we'll probably come off of TikTok and just stay on Twitch and YouTube, and therefore, because it's not going to have all of those people coming in, we might be able to keep the slow, the OG vibe here, where it's a little bit more chilled, a little bit more impersonal, not doing all the normal spiel all the time. That is the thinking there, if I'm allowed to stay on there late, that is. Yeah, it is a bit less interactive over there, but Twitch is good for that one. Apsin as well. It will be nice when we're all in the same place. That is the downside, isn't it, of having the separate platforms there. Been reading something about quasi-moon as well. Oh, what around here on Earth? Or are you still having trouble? You got into Twitch yesterday, didn't you, Tickers? Because we do have a few things in orbit that are technically quasi-moon. Sometimes they bugger off as well. I was having this argument with Pete the other day, who does the on-location lives with me, and he had an argument with somebody once about how many moons there were. It's to do with what's the film, Planet of the Apes, and he was always lording it over this other person that there's one moon. And that was his line, feeling very, very big about that one. It's quite funny. But then you pull out the one, well, actually, technically Earth has multiple moons. They're just, it's just in that technical area there. It does not like ticks at all. I'm watching more of YouTube since being on here. I'm more of a YouTube person myself there. So, yeah, I can fully relate with that one. It's asking you for you to join, but you have joined. You've already signed up, haven't you? And Kate is in the house. Good to see you. How is hubby today, Kate? Twitch says no. Yeah, you're going to be snuck on YouTube and TikTok there. Janie for Alan. Alan says thank you there for those. Yeah, so we have got some of the stickers now over on Twitch, which anybody can use. I think for up to 5 of them, of the regular ones there. So you can always, actually, I think the plastic bag is in for subscribers, but yeah, hey ho. But yeah, who is excited for the deep dive later tonight? We're going to be doing that at 11 PM. I'm looking forward to that one. The Majestic 12 documents, the organisation that is reported to control the UFO, alien secrecy, and the reverse engineering programs. So I'm quite looking forward to that one. And slightly apprehensive of how long some of these documents are there. But it's going to be awesome, and if you haven't taken advantage of the link in the bio, you get the month for free, so you could join us for free, that one. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting one, and yeah, if we're lucky over the weekend, we can set up the new computer if it arrives in time, and then get back rolling in time for doing a Halloween special, hopefully over on TikTok for next Friday. But yeah, it looks like for Movie Club on Thursday, for the Discord Movie Club, we were going to be watching, Independence Day, but as they occasionally do, they've taken it off of the free tier just in time for us wanting to use it there. So we're thinking of switching it up this time to Signs, and that is on Netflix, that one. So what do we think of that, Movie Club? I was reading about that today, the moon, and also a new asteroid has been found hiding near the sun. Ah, love it. Well, not necessarily, because it's the ones that, the asteroids and the comets and things that come from behind the suns are the real dangerous ones, aren't they? We don't tend to see them because the sun is in the way there until potentially it is too late. Rosetta is in as well. How are we doing today, Rosetta? How is everyone doing? We've made it to the weekend again, to the other side. Queeg, that's a jumpy film. I do feel you there, Signs. Partly, I watched it once when I was younger, and it's haunted me ever since, so I'm partly keen to re-watch it as an adult and hopefully be less jumped out by it, face the fear of all of that one. But we'll see. I think that's going to be quite a good recipe for the Discord watch along there, because last time, if you were in it for War of the Worlds, that was quite funny, the chatting along with all of that. We did enjoy that, and so I think Signs will be a pretty good combination for that one. But yeah, that is, if you're on our Discord, you can all join in for that, as long as you've got, I suppose it'd be Netflix now if we are watching that one. No, but the feral ones. And, oh, those poor feral ones. I bet they're not that bad. Still on your tidying kick. Well, you've got to embrace it whilst it's rolling there. If you're anything like me, you've got to do it when that wave comes around. Do we all have to wear foil hats? I would have hoped that our lot are religiously wearing foil hats, just to be cautious day to day. It seems to be quite sensible. Jane, down in Cumbria, just now visiting my partner. Had a clear night last night here. It was lovely, looking up at the stars, so clear. Oh, that does sound lovely. We had a clear night, so we did manage to do a bit of a skywatch last night. But I can imagine out there in Cumbria. Are you in I imagine, a rural bit there? It might have even had better skies. So that's cheeky. That does sound fantastic. Oh. It's flickering again. The spikes come up again because next to the red line, the little bit of interference signal that we get, that almost disappeared earlier. What is that about? It's making me slightly suspicious. Maybe there's something else a little bit interesting going on there. Where are we on this one? When that wants to load. Oh, there we go. It's not wanting to load, sorry. Yeah, so hopefully let's see if we hear the signal. Now I want to quickly test the alert again, because the whole point of it is it's meant to highlight stars that are in that radius there that we can see just here. So draw our eye, in theory, to potential targets of where any signal could be coming from. Absolutely, it's a rare energy, to be honest. I know the feeling. I get weird bursts to deal with stuff unpredictably. Like today, it was, I really should go out and sort out my bookkeeping software. I really need to go for all of those receipts and payments that I haven't done for about 6 months. Bearing in mind I'm meant to be doing actual work. No, I had to do that then, and tick all those boxes there. Okay, I need to get some more tin foil. One of my freaks makes tiny... One of my freaks, I like that, makes tiny cutlery and shit with her dolls. Oh, very creative. Maybe she can design and make a new tin foil hat. Yeah, make one for Alan. Send it in, we'll get Alan wearing it. We'll post in Discord the link about the new object. Love it. Thank you. I think you're single-handedly, you're our researcher. Putting in all of that there. I think you and Harko. Near Whitehaven on the Solway coast. Oh, very, very nice. That does sound quite nice. Are you still there now, Janie? Because you might have to explain to your other half there why you're tuned into a weirdo talking about aliens. Does he know this side of it? The crazy kid lady. Yeah. Oh, another micro signal analysis there. Are we going to get anything? No. One day, and I won't notice it. Right, I'm just going to trigger the alert, and in theory, Thumblehawk should also go green. So let's have a look at this one. And can you hear it today? Because it's meant to be coming through the sound. Hold on.
Alert. Signal detected.
Oh, it does go green. There we go. It works. There we go. I'm proud of that one. It took me quite a while to code that in. But yeah, you should also be hearing the sounds today, because I did check and they're all coming out through the computer as meant to. Ah, Scottish is in the house. How are we doing today, Scottish? Analysing your own USB spine. Yes, basically. That's what it keeps That's probably what it keeps triggering it, because it is quite close to the range. It's going, what's this? It's just the USB interference. Ah, you heard it today. Excellent. Still here. Arrived yesterday. He's not into this stuff, so I don't bother telling him anything. He's going to wonder, what are you listening to? He just needs to see the things that we've seen, doesn't he? Oh, yeah, look, it is partly analysing that part of the signal. But I think, if it is electronic interference there's no signs of modulation or encoding, so it's not going to pick up anything there, hopefully. Oh, glad to hear it all doing good. Can't wait until the skies go around and we get a few more different stars in shot. So we had a really good run, didn't we, over the summer, because we were perfectly aligned to catch the Sagittarius constellation there, which, as we've said before, is very interesting for a number of reasons, but the main one is that is where the infamous WOW signal was detected, what we are listening for a repeat of. And now we're in a little bit more of an emptier area of space, but there's still plenty of host stars that could have life and could be sending those signals there. It's not letting you post on Twitter. That is weird, Tiggers. It might be... What device are you on with that one? Because I know you have bad luck with other devices there. Might be. But yeah, so we're going to be looking out for those radio signals, those spikes, and in the meantime chewing over everything else that has happened. We'll probably only be on for about an hour or so tonight, so just gone 10 I would imagine, because then obviously we're going to set up for our deep dive over on Patreon. So it'll only be a quick one of this, but in a minute we can switch over and look at the old sightings, see if anything has come up in the last few days of interest. Any good videos there. 7 days till Halloween. Don't remind me. Although I have finished my my conspiracy board. It was for our Halloween special. Oh no, my red string has come off. Ooh, let's put that back. That was for our Halloween special, which probably will be on hold unless we can get back into good routines there. It's working. Ah, Kate's Twitch is working for Kate. No excuse, Tickers. To get Kate to give you some lessons. Halloween's overrated. You're more of a Christmas man. Easter. Oh, trying to embrace the seasons a bit more at the minute. But it's not working. Always distracted. There's always something in the way, isn't there? Haven't had my maple hazel latte this autumn, and they've already run out of the syrup, so that's a whole year I'm going to have to wait for that one again. Very grisly about that. But yeah, we've not had any more. We had the news, didn't we, for Free Eye Atlas yesterday, which is interesting. But yeah, I don't think we've had much more. Did you see what I wrote? Ooh, where was it? Was it on our Discord? Or was it... Because if it's up in the chat, it's not come through. If it's on the Discord, I'll have to go in and refresh my memory there. Kate, I've only the one device right now, though, because I'm curled up with the ouchies. Oh, so I'm going back over to YouTube. That's fair enough, Kate. We'll let you off that. Was it on the old Discord, Marcus? Let's have a look. Discord. Most holidays, yeah. But my maple hazel latte, Marcus. Where are we? Where are we in the old... Oh, got your one out there. Astronomers discover second fastest asteroid in the solar system hiding in the sun's glare. There's so... Honestly, what was I listening to the other day? And it was the amount of knowledge we have about the solar system. Oh, I'm there, Marcus. No, I don't think it's come up. What was the last message? The last message I've got from you is Hi Scottish. So maybe I didn't know there was a filter on here. Makes sense. But yeah, that we don't really have a good idea at all of the objects that are in our solar system. We know that there are a lot of them there, and that they reflect light, but that's it. We assume that they are asteroids, but we have not got any more data than that there. So there could be quite a lot of other interesting bits hiding in amongst that we're just writing off as other lumps of rocks and things. It's weird. You know when you feel the floor go when somebody walks by? Just felt that. Nobody's up here. Ooh. Ion is in the house. Good to see ya. So I can have the update to the Twitch screen and comment on you. Oh wow, that's commitment there. Everybody take a note there. Andrea, how are we doing over on Twitch? Good to see you. You should have a handful of stickers over there on Twitch. I managed to upload them today, so we can play around with those. It is a spook, don't tell. The rule is no ghosts in the house. We're not allowed to do ghosts in the house. Hopefully the ghosts will pay attention to that one. I'm good. We have made it just about kicking and screaming to the weekend. And yeah, as everybody else is joining in, we've got the computer has been dispatched today. The new streaming computer. So if that arrives, there's a chance it might arrive tomorrow. DPD are normally very good. But probably Monday, no our luck. But yeah, if that does arrive tomorrow, we should be back rolling pretty soon. And very much thanks to all of you guys for helping out with that one. So yeah, we're going to be there. It's going to be awesome for that one. And we are good, Andrea. Alan is good as well. He says hello there. I just read some kind of news about Free Eye. Oh, what was it, Ion? We had a chat about some interesting stuff about Free Eye last night. And yeah, it's still very interesting. Hurry up and get on TikTok. Yeah, that is the plan. As soon as that thing comes, then I've got to set it up. But man, we'll be straight back on TikTok, and the plan will be that we'll start off the night, a couple of hours on all three platforms, and then we'll probably come off TikTok when it slows down a little bit later on in the evening, and then just have the quieter, slower-paced streams over here, Twitch and YouTube. That's the idea for those ones. I found a dino egg over in Argentina. What? That is cool. Is it like? I assume it's got the stuff in it. There's something in it that they can clone. I can feel that where that's going. Jurassic Park. I managed to extend it for £3.20. Excellent. How did you do it? Because I was trying to look into that last night. Because, you know, it's meant to be £3, and it was over... We're talking about the Patreon here. We had some issues. We set up the Patreon tier to match the TikTok subscriber one. A like for like there. So we set £3. And then different people are getting different prices for it. Some of them was like over £5 for the free... What? I know one part of it when I was looking into it might have been the if you're using an Apple device on your iPhone, because payments go through Apple, they take a 30%, so some places put it on there, but that didn't account for all of it. So yeah, let us know how you've actually got it for the correct price. That's a bit crazy. It's a bit bloody ridiculous. Everybody seems to be shafting everybody either way, and I appreciate you going to the effort for that. It's very, very kind. You guys are absolute legends for that one. I think I heard about that. Got all the stuff intact. Oh no, I wonder where that's going to go. When do we book our tickets for Jurassic Park there? Not that we've learned the lesson from the films. 70 million years old. Again, it's like I need to see that visualized. I need to see the full Earth timeline and where that is on it, and then be able to zoom in. Right, you know, go right, pyramids there, that type of dinosaur there, crocodiles there. I need that. To kind of, otherwise it's just numbers, like when we talk about these vast distances of space, like we talk about Fomalhaut there, that's 25 light years away, same as Vega there. They emailed me to say 3 years coming to an end and extend it to the lower price. So it was only a discount. Well, I'm hoping it's because it shouldn't be more than that anyway, the ruddy thing. I'm going to have another look at it over the weekend. I wanted to get this one out of the way, because there's some people on free trials, and it says I can only update the price if I stop the free trials. So I wanted to make sure we got the deep tonight's Patreon deep dive out of the way, so nobody missed out. And then I'm going to take that off and then look at the price, see if there's a way, buttons that we can tick to kind of get that more in line. Bloody platforms. Wouldn't be mind if they told you after these things. Got the fancy Apple tax here. Sorry about it. If you do it through desktop, it could work that way. It should work this year. If you logged in, like, you know, via web browser into Patreon, it shouldn't charge you that. But even then, I don't know if that accounts for all of the differences, because somebody was saying, was it you, Andrea, saying that it was £4.50 they wanted, and then by the time you went, then they put the VAT on it and it took up to £5 or something. Ridiculous. Maybe the same thing. You already know 3 Atlas is flashing some flashing things to the sun, and the sun blasts back with solar flares. I heard a little bit, but I don't know much on it. This wasn't really what we covered actually last night, so I like this. I do know the sun is shooting out sort of solar flares, and they do talk, and we go down the whole panpsyism route, which is, you know, large bodies have consciousness, essentially. More mass, more consciousness, very, very roughly, but, you know, that the sun has a type of consciousness, and that there was, I never remember the specifics, but there was something around the stars. There was something that stars do, which these people were putting forward as potential star-to-star communication. So maybe something like that. Well, they say through Hollywood films they're showing us what's happening. Raph, they do. They 100% do. And there's a few interesting candidates for that. The idea they seed through culture, the understanding, the information they want us to have. Because could you imagine, you know, if there was no knowledge in aliens, it is this big, big question. Then all of a sudden, boom, aliens show up. Something's in the sky, or the government needs to go, look, everybody, aliens are here, lock your doors, whatever it is. If there's no understanding at all, even if they want to keep it secret, there's no understanding, then that is such a severe shock for people. They've got nothing to hang it on. What are these aliens like? What are aliens? You know, all of these sorts of question marks. Whereas if they concede some of those ideas that they want, you know, friendly, good, bad, this is what they might or might not look like, just give us some sort of understanding, then it's less of that severe shock building up for people. And they say, oh, Spielberg is one of the prime candidates for that, especially if you look at his history of films. And I'm very excited for his next one, which is next year, I believe, and it is called literally a Disclosure. Somebody floated an idea that maybe this is how they are going to actually do disclosure, like within the film. It'll be a film, it'll be a fictional story, but they might use a real UFO and then tell everyone. I don't know how true that would be, but wouldn't that be absolutely cool? There. Crikey, yeah. Kind of has been that way, hasn't it, Raph? Gentle foreshadowing and all of that. Exactly. That's how it's worked for you. Yeah, I'm still getting my head around all these platforms, because we don't want all of those silly things that are there. What happens if Atlas hits the sun? If it hits the sun, not much, just because it could be made out of absolutely anything in the universe other than dark matter. That is incredibly volatile, but other than, or antimatter, sorry, that would be dangerous. But anything else, just because of the sheer size versus the size of the sun, it's, you know, a drop in the ocean there. It would not change anything really about that. I couldn't imagine that there is a substance that would really affect that, and could be very much wrong. I'm not a scientist, but I wouldn't have thought, just on those scales. The issues is, you know, is there any issue if it does change its course and come into contact with us? Again, very, very unlikely there, and it's not a planet killer. And the real risk is, I mean, obviously the impact zone. If you're in there, that's not going to be a fun time for you. But what that would have, you know, will it chuck? Is it large enough to set off those other chain reactions there, chucking dust and other particulates into the atmosphere, which would then block the sun's heat, which would set off cooling periods, therefore no crops, food, animals, things like that there. Maybe tectonic activity too. So they don't have to be a planet killer to cause a lot of devastation, do they? So what happens if this hits the sun? Yeah, it is a good question. I don't think that the sky is at the size, because it's only it's on the smaller estimates, they reckon, with the latest. Oh, got another analysis. But yeah, it's on the smaller end, they believe, of the range of size that it could have been. So they're talking about a couple of kilometres there, which compared to the sun shouldn't be too much there. But yeah, it's in the house. Yeah, they discount it only through email. So if you do it through the app, it's $5.20. That is just stupid. That is stupid. Are you on iOS and on Drow as well, because I'm trying to figure out how much that might have to play with it as well. They're putting the Apple fee on there. But yeah, over the weekend I'll have a play around, see if we can get that sorted, so it's a little bit more reasonable for people there. Yeah, iOS, yeah. So yeah, apparently because any in-app purchases, Apple takes like a 30% fixed tax, which everybody complains about. Some apps pass it on, so I know that might be part of it there. So, but it still didn't fully add up to the full amount there. So £5.20 when it's meant to be £3. So where's the other £2.20? Who's taking that? That's more than 30% and the VAT, isn't it? Yeah. So a lot of app developers swear about that because they normally have to swallow it, so they're competitive across platforms. But some places put it on top. It'd be nice if it told us before we went around telling everybody to come and join the Patreon there for that. But we'll figure it out. It's only our first month, isn't it? So we're gonna roll with these things. Now, where was I in the chat? I believe the sun truly has consciousness, and we feel it. It's something extraordinary happened in the time of meditation. I feel there's something to it. I don't know what. I'm not sure how on specific frames like the pan size. I don't know how much I'd say I sign up to that as a belief. But you know, when you're like, I feel like they're onto something. There's something within that. They're poking around in the right direction at the very least. Are there? I think we'll be destroyed if we'll be closer to the sun. If it gets close to the sun, especially if it is made of the volatiles, that's a very good point there. You know, it's very hot close to the sun there. Marcus, are your messages coming through? I've got that one, and then the last one I got was crikey, and again it wrote it different. Oh yeah, so I got crikey. But, yeah, no, it looks like, whatever it is, it doesn't want to come through. Sorry about that, Marcus. Excuse me. It's just got in a busy day. Oh, good busy or tired busy? Thank you for the reminder there. Right, oh my god, what if Free Atlas is actually a unicorn? A Unicron. I thought it said yeah, it's Unicron. What's a Unicron? Is this another film I haven't seen? That's okay, though I am guessing that logic is based on it being made of known. Oh, that is a very good point, isn't it? Known elements there. So we don't know what we don't know. There could be something that is not playing by any of the rules. So you're very, very much right on that one. How much do we always put aside? So it's like they call it a schmuck tax there, which is, you know, never set 100% on everything there. You've got to allow a little bit for being wrong. So how much do we put aside for that, for there being unknown elements there? Shepsy's been looking into the old elements and the periodic table. Haven't you been spending a bit of time on that one? What do you reckon? Is there any room for something spicy at the end of the periodic table there, Shepsy? Showing my nerd. You should have showed that a while ago. Oh, right in Discord. Remind me to check. I'll have a look there. Oh, a coffee and a sandwich. Decaf at this time, now. For our time, we've revered our own planet as Gaia, its own living entity, and it's true. And you know what defines something as a limited living entity? Because I mean, I know there is definitions for it, but there's layers of scale, isn't there, here? Because within our body, we're made up of all these other microbes. We're a symbiotic, you know, creature. We have all these other things that are going on here. Even cells tend to act in very interesting ways that, you know, look like, if you slice us down at different levels there, you know, it looks like there could be a degree of independence there. So why would it not extend upward to groups of people and even maybe a planet itself there, with all of this organic life interacting and then having that larger scaled version of it there? Transformers is the planet eater. There I have seen Transformers, but it was a long time ago. And everything is going back to the gods. The Egyptian ones they knew. I mean, it does feel like they may have been onto something to certain degrees there. I have seen Transformers. I have, Kate. I have seen that one there. Are you on till 10 and an hour's break before the deep dive? Yes, Andrea, that is the plan. So we're going to be running this till about 10, maybe a little bit extra. We'll see how we get on there. See if the old signals are doing anything spicy. And then... I have have seen it. Yeah, and then we're going to be rolling over, taking a quick break, and then rolling over to Patreon. That's the one for the MJ12, a deep dive there. So remember, if you have signed up previously with the link, it gives you the months free. So I'm going to make sure if it's rolled over for you guys. Sometimes, apparently some people are getting emails, but some people aren't. I didn't get an email when I set it up here, so it might default you to the free version, at which point you'll have to make sure that you click to be in the a skywatcher. So it's the lowest tier there. But if you can do it in the browser, and it won't charge you the silly price for that one there, because I know quite a few people have rolled over to that. I have seen Transformers. I think I've seen at least 2 or 3 of them there. So are we doing signs for the movie club? Good question, Kate. I think so. So movie clubbers, how many have we got of you on here at the minute? We were going to be watching Independence Day, but it looks like it's rolled off of the free, typically, the free tier. So we are thinking Signs instead, because that is available for free on Netflix, and it is on the list. So we'll just have to wait for Movie Club at some point to do Independence Day when it is back available. So how are we feeling with Signs there? What's tonight's deep dive? It's MJ12 or Majestic 12, and that is the reported shadowy secretive organisation that is meant to be managing the reverse engineering, the alien secrecy, all of that stuff coming from the Manhattan Project there. The secrecy developed around the Manhattan Project was potentially put forward into this new organisation here, well above top secret, called MJ12, and the people in charge of all that. So we're going to be looking at leaked documents relating to that one, which is going to be really interesting there. So cool signs, excellent. So Movie Club is going to be next Thursday. It's normally last Friday, but that's Halloween this month. Everything's out of routine. So we're going to be doing that at probably 10 p.m. on Thursday coming up there. And what it is, we all watch it on our own platforms. Be Netflix for this one. But we press play at the same time at 10, and then we chat along in the Discord. And we see where it goes there. Normally it goes quite interesting. So I think it's probably going to be Signs rather than doing another poll in this time. But what about the original cartoons? I've not. I've seen of them. I might have seen a clip here or there, a reference, but no. I'm not in my. I don't like a lot of those sorts of things normally there. BCM, good to see you. How are you doing? Basements. Oh, that scene is an obvious scary one, but then there is the other scene, isn't there? The birthday party scene. That is the one that still haunts me from Signs there, and I'm hoping to face that as an adult and overcome that fear. How you doing, BCM? And I'll admit, personally, the cartoons are the hub's area of expertise. I saw the movies. Marcus just read it on the Discord. Let's have a look. Saying that, I've seen a lot of TikTok videos lately about the hype around Free Eye Atlas, and that in fact it's a prelude for a false flag operation for governments to claim an invasion to gain more control of the masses in the next couple of years. I was asking if anyone else has seen it. Interesting that they filtered that one out, Marcus. Thank you for that. So yeah, I saw a lot of this initially. So excuse me, there's something called Project Bluebeam. I'm sure a lot of you guys will be aware of that, but it was back in, I think maybe the 70s and the 80s sort of era. It's when it really came up, and it was this proposed false flag operation that the governments would do. So they'll fake an alien invasion, and at the time they're talking either some sort of telepathic technology or hologram technology, but essentially faking big bad evil aliens as an excuse to bring in an authoritarian government system. Something like that. And even Werner von Braun, I can't pronounce it, totally butchered that one, but the head of NASA, the ex-Nazi scientist there that was brought over and headed up NASA for the whole space race there, on his deathbed. Oh, look, the signal, it's gone into the red. I know that is to do with it's got to be to do with, because it's not exactly where we want it, but we've not seen that one peak into the red before. And that the top signal hasn't really changed that much. Interesting. But yeah, Werner von Braun, his secretary claimed on his deathbed, he literally warned of this as well, and there have been some various other reports of it coming out in the year called Project Bluebeam. So then when this object came onto screen there, and also, is it Jeremy Corbell? He's one of the UFO figureheads here, does the podcast with George Knapp as well. So quite prevalent in the UFO field. He claimed, I think even was it at the beginning of the year, end of last year, this thing that basically that he reiterated this, that we're going to be told a big lie, that there's a big, evil, bad alien spaceship coming to Earth, on its way to Earth, and that's going to be this excuse to kind of get us all under the one world government and things like that. So then we see, oh look, Oumuamua, is it alien? It's coming into the solar system. So when that first happened, there were people were making those connections, understandably so. I don't think that Through Atlas, I don't think Through Atlas particularly was like directly, because the mainstream media never really pushed that angle, and if it was Bluebeam, I think they would have, from the start, they would have seeded that idea more there. But it doesn't mean that it is not. We're talking about seeding these ideas in movies and films and TVs. Maybe this is what they're doing, that they're seeding like, oh, this could be an alien. It's that first step before we're saying this one actually is an alien. Maybe starting to pay attention a bit more to our space environment there, so we're more likely to believe. So it could be connected with all of that. So it's a very interesting one there, Marcus. So potentially, where are we? Oh, in the chat there. Shepsy heard there were some dodgy photos of Alan in the last film. There was only Alan's. That's his side hustle there to keep himself going. That was quite an interesting chat. So we'll see with this jumpy element of signs how that's going to go. 80s cartoons, what about it? They were some real crackers there. X-Men was my cartoon. Oh, so what was my cartoon? What did I can't think. My childhood's been blocked out. Iron as well. Sunday will be the longest day of the year. We have 25 hours. At 4 a.m. will be 3 a.m. and the hour is going back. Oh, I'm gonna have to stop saying British summertime, aren't I? I always forget to do that. So you have to remind me when I start posting our times, British summertime. If it's this Sunday, we're gonna lose an hour. Oh dear. Oh, Thundercats. Mysterious Cities of Gold. Not seen that one. Visionaries, Centuries, Pole Position, Trapdoor. Yes, Trapdoor. Absolute brilliant one. There. So exactly. I think on the money there. We can never write these things off. They are a very shifty bunch, and I think Bluebeam specifically was very much of its time. I think it was something that they were maybe a faction or a group were trying to push for at that time, and it didn't go ahead for whatever reason there. But that's not to say that I don't think another version of that wouldn't happen. I definitely think that as soon as they think aliens is viable, A, in their technology to fake it, and B, with the public's willingness to accept it there, which is, again, might be the groundwork that they're doing, I think 100% that there would be groups that would push that. We know they do false flags in sort of, general military activity and, blame it on whoever. They've done that a few times, haven't they? But I don't think, I think we have to be careful, like everything. We can't stick to a hard side that any sign of an alien invasion is always going to be the government trying to pour one on us. I think we have to be very, very conscious of that and filter it out. But there is no reason why we wouldn't meet a negative alien species at some point there. So we wouldn't want to not be on the correct guard for that. And so something that's always interested me is the free body problem of the Dark Forest series there. So you guys that have seen that, slight spoilers if you haven't. But the book around that are apparently mandatory reading for one of the US government departments that deals with the UFO stuff. So why would a US government department handling this sort of thing say you need to be familiar with this fictional book? What lessons? What story there? What is that they need to brush up from? And if you know the story, maybe there is something to that. I don't put much in when they talk about, sort of James Webb imaging ships coming towards us and stuff like that. I think it's very difficult in that medium range. It's one thing if it's a bit closer, like it is now, when it's looking at Through Atlas in our own solar system, and it's one thing again when you're looking at massive objects like galaxies and things really, really far away. But in that intermediate gap, I don't think it's a very good tool for that. I don't think we've got many tools for that, going back to what we were talking about earlier with the asteroid belt and things like that. Like, we know there's a lot of crap up there. We know they're rough orbits, but we don't monitor them too much. We don't we just assume that they're rocks because they're in the asteroid belt a lot of the time there. So there could be lots of things going on up there. We've got a really, really bad idea what our street looks like. Where's that? Why has Altair got a line coming out of it? I've never seen that before. I mean, it's nothing to do with any of the sensing or anything. It must just be an error. You can't get... Oh, got another little one here. And that the signal has dropped down. Interesting. So yeah, it's a very, very busy sky up there, isn't it? And we are finding things all of the time. Wasn't it like last year or the year before that NASA went, oh, by the way, 10 minutes ago, big old comet, or, well, I don't think it was a comet actually, I think it's an asteroid. It went between us and the moon. And I think this happened a couple of times recently, and they were big boys, not planet killers, but they were definitely, eek, where did that come from? We've just not got a good understanding of our local environment. So, I think it's gone now. So when people say, the Fermi paradox, where are all the aliens? We're not looking. We're really, really not looking. We do not have, in fact, we don't have enough eyes on the data we do get. We get so much data now from telescopes and probes and things like that. The issue is combing through it all, and I'm sure that'll change in the era of AI. That's going to get better at filtering through all of that and whatnot. But there's lots of stuff going on up there that we've recorded. We just haven't seen it in the data. Case in point being what we said a while ago, wasn't it? There was the scientist that thinks that, going through again old telescope data, thinks he's seen signs on multiple occasions of a laser light being detected, which is very, very interesting, because laser is a non-natural phenomenon. So it goes, hey, there we go, aliens. But the other part of that is that it's a directed light. We wouldn't see it unless it's pointed directly at us, so they would be trying to get our attention there. And again, multiple times over the years, over the last 5 years, I think he's seen this happening. So he's putting the paper together now, hopefully for peer review, and then we'll see that one. Disinformation is a very powerful tool, but it's incredibly powerful. It's been interesting experiencing that. How TikTok is great because it shares all of this stuff, but it's also dangerous because it shares all of this stuff. So if somebody's got some genuine information, if they're leaking something there, if they've seen or experienced something that would get pressed through normal channels, it's brilliant. It can give them a voice, and we can all see that information and be far more informed. But because those barriers don't exist for that person, they don't exist for the people that want to make a cheap few quid and to make something total lies up. I've seen quite a lot of lies, especially with Free Atlas being popular, just outright lies, and there's no consequence. So it's, how do we, in this day and age, how do we filter that? And I have not got a good answer for that one. For it there, and they can already filter it with AI. I bet you, well, probably can. They are. I know that a lot of them are playing with it, but they've got vast amounts of data, haven't they, to go through. But yeah, machine learning and all of that. And I wonder where our chatbot has gone. It gave us the one message, but it hasn't come back in. Oh well. Kate, can you see the old stickers on Twitch? Because we've updated it now, so not only can you can feed Alan bits on Twitch, but you can also put the stickers in. There's only 5, I think, at the minute, but at least you can put them there. Shame you can't do it on YouTube. I think you might be able to start doing stuff like that when you hit the next threshold, but we are a long way away from that. I think it's like 1,000 subscribers for YouTube before we can do that. And we're on, what, like 80? Something like that. There you go, Kate, you found them. There is another, like the subscriber level, it allows you to put in another 5 more and things like that, but they're not worth it. But there's a few in there. They're locked. I wish it gave us more. I think, again, like if we hit the next tier on Twitch, it allows us to have more, or is it if we get more followers on Twitch, then we can open up more sticker slots or something like that. So hopefully we can keep adding to them, because I missed the stickers there. Speaking of stickers, I got a bit bored earlier, so I've ordered some sticker sheets that have Alan and those stickers on them, so they'll be available soon. As long as they've come out all right. So in real life, you can put a together sticker somewhere and a feed Alan sticker. Alan didn't give me his permission to use his likeness though, so we'll see if he sues me. There's the squid. I can't remember what you called him. I do like the squid. He is cool. But yeah, I mean, it's all going on at the minute, isn't it? That's Charlie. That was it. But yeah, it's all going. Farmer Hall is directly in line there. We're going to get any more signals through. So yeah, Carl, what is the latest then? I've run out of my normal rambles now. What is the latest in the old UFO world? Has there been any updates lately? Anybody seen anything relating to 3i Atlas like we was talking about yesterday? Because it was the 3 points. So Marcus was putting in a couple of other bits, weren't you, there? And was somebody else mentioning Ion as well? I think you mentioned about 3i Atlas. And so we were talking yesterday about the convenient timing, weren't we? That there is another group of astronomers that claim to have observed and recorded a very, very anomalous movement, something that would be far out of the realms of expected course trajectory changes from outgassing from a comet. But obviously it's a strange comet, so there's quite a wide room there. But yeah, they think they have seen these drastic changes in its course there, and they've put the data out there, so I'm waiting to see what the feedback is on that data from other scientists. But that is interesting if it has done that one. It does make it look a very, very strange object. But isn't it very convenient that at the time-ish that those scientists put this, look, the behaviour has changed, its course and trajectory may have changed, out there, that the old planetary monitoring organisation there that looks for potentially dangerous objects, meteors and comets and things, and tracks them, decided to start paying attention to 3i, not when it was out there in the outer solar system, not when we had its planned course coming through the solar system. No, it wasn't of interest then, but when people start talking about the course change, now it's on their list of let's keep an eye on that. That could be convenient. And then also SETI's policies and processes for how to, what to, and then what to do if you detect potential alien life. They have all been updated at the same time, or it feels like there is an alignment there. What I reckon of those? Has anybody seen the updates to them? Have they been disproven or proven a bit more? And I will actually, let's see if we can load up some. Let's load up some. My brain has totally gone. Load up some sightings. There we go. Right. Where is the page for that one? Oh no, that's tonight's ones. Right. Let's go to this one first of all. Let's pick a location, guys. Matty boy. This is like a paranormal. Is that a name of or do you mean paranormal there? Because it's in the realms of the paranormal. We are paranormal adjacent this UFO world. And hello, Matty. We are always looking for potential signs of alien life there. We're doing our live UFO UAP skywatches. Or we're doing our SETI alien radio signal listening. You're right, yes, technically alien hunting is like ghost hunting. We do find there's a strong overlap in the community. People that are curious to know, is there anything more out there? And I mean, it does seem to be a little bit more going on. The spike is getting a little bit bigger as well. Private Tomcat, hello. We've got some new people here. Welcome aboard. So we're doing a live alien radio signal hunt here. We're using a very large dish here in the UK, and we are scanning the sky currently, as you can see here, this is where we're looking, where our dish is pointing towards, and it's a radius there. So Fomalhaut, the star, which is a trinary system, is currently in our sort of catchment area here, and we're looking out for those potential alien radio signals. The top is the live signals coming in across all those different frequencies there, and that yellow line is called the hydrogen line. That is the frequency or the channel on the radio dial that scientists theorize who are most likely to see a signal from a potential alien life. And in the 70s we may have heard just that, the infamous WOW signal was detected right up there. So that is what we're doing tonight, guys, and make sure you are subscribed to join us on future ones there. Right now, give us a location. Let's look for some recent sightings around the world whilst we're waiting for the signals to happen. Come on, answers on a postcard. Where in the world can we spot some UFO sightings? Let's do Japan first of all. Wait, so here's some. Let's do some recent ones. Toyama. Let's have a look here. Where was this one? The 2nd to the 5th. Ooh. Oh, do Ireland? Haven't done that one yet. Let's have a look at that. So, oh, a cigar-shaped one. Right, what was it? Estimated speed, I have no idea. Much quicker than I could compute. Characteristics: lights on object, aura, haze around the object, emitted beams and made a sound. We heard a loud humming, looked northward, and saw a large, dark, cigar-shaped object with a singular, bright beam. Now, beams coming out from them, that is not that common and very UFO-y. The humming increased in intensity as the light brightened and then began to emanate bidirectionally. Okay, the light suddenly disappeared and the humming ceased. Now, that is an interesting one there. And 3D, did you play XCOM? No, I didn't. We don't play games. We are just searching for alien life. But how are you doing, 3D? Where are we? Where's my little tab gone? So yeah, that's a sighting. Let's do Ireland next. See what a recent sighting is in Ireland. Let's go for this one here. Yeah, Niven. Right. Slain in Meath in Ireland. Lights on an object, aurora and haze. Two of the many... Oh, there's a picture as well. Two of the many orbs that I see every night. I was in the usual spot. I see the craft at night when two very bright and very big orbs appeared. I usually see 15 to 20 orbs an hour from my location, and I've been watching them coming closer since September 2024. Now they are coming very close to my house. Okay, alright, got a little video for this one. Okay, interesting. I mean, that circular shape is probably sort of the light refraction there. It's not... But they're interesting. Is that a... Every night as well, you wouldn't think with drones as well. 28,000 miles an hour, just asking because it looks exactly like the game. Oh, does it? No, so I haven't played it. No, but what this is it's called software-defined radio. So we've got a very large radio antenna out in the garden there, and it comes into the computer basically, and we're seeing all of those signals coming in across all of those different frequencies or channels across the top, and then we've got some software that is analysing those signals coming in, and then this screen below me here is the night sky. It's a live map showing us where our dish is pointing at any one time. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're looking for potential alien radio signals. We also, when the sky is clear, we get the camera out and we point it up to the sky, see all the weird wonderful things flying around in the night sky there. So you know what, I don't know, it's a Neuralink SDR. I can't remember what model it is there, and it's going into, first of all, into SDR plus is the software, the first part of the software, and then the second bit is the analysis bit is proprietary there. Where is... you need to build a... Wait, I can't see the the message. It would a base to fight them off. If we had the budget. They might be friendly, some of them. But yeah, so that is an interesting sight in there. They look pretty stable, those ones. What do we reckon? Again, not much to go on there, but it was an interesting one. At least it had a video to that. Right. Should we another site in Ireland? Has anybody else got any suggestions of where to look? Let's look at Northern Ireland here. Come on. So this one is 2024. Ballycarry, very fast, appeared out of nowhere. Was looking at the night sky as it's very clear tonight. All of the stars are out. As I did, this triangle, very bright, appeared like a red-brown, almost as if it's on fire. Appeared out of nowhere and flew so quickly and just vanished. Was not too high in the sky. Was low level. No noise was heard, so that does fit in, doesn't it, with the old TR-3B reverse engineered craft. And recently, you may have heard this as well if you're a fan of the Uncanny podcast there, the more supernatural, spooky side of things. Recently they had a sighting, somebody reported a triangular UFO sighting on that during the London 2012 opening ceremony. So it looks like they may be putting those reverse engineered craft to good use there. 3D, you kind of wish these things were open source. Partly, yes, but the other half of me just doesn't fully understand it anyway, to take full advantage of that. Kate, what do these channel points do over here? I have absolutely no damn idea, Kate. If it's a button, press it and figure it out. I have no idea. I'd like to know. Maybe 3D knows. You're probably much more familiar than Twitch. We are normally live on TikTok, but we are over here today. So, where is... I've got another location, anyone? Locations on a postcard. Okay, let's try a Russian one, whilst you guys are thinking. I mean, it's obviously a very big country. Is this still technically in Russia? Let's pretend it is. The Baltic states there. No, it's Russia. Okay. And this is a new one. This was the 17th of February this year. Something was hanging in the air, glowing rings revolving around it. Okay, that's unique. Then it turned around and flew away towards the east. I was watching a movie when I caught a glimpse of a strange object moving to the west out the corner of my eye. I approached the window to take a closer look. It was shining with the lights. It looked like a rectangle, but with a glowing ring of the same colour and was revolving around it. I wanted to record a video, but my phone ran out of battery. While I was looking for another phone, the object disappeared behind the house, and I couldn't capture it on camera. In the next few minutes, my cats seemed to fall into a trance and did not react to external stimuli. Soon they started behaving as if nothing had happened. I didn't see anything strange anymore. Interesting. I mean, I thought that was a bit phallic, that first one there. Okay. That's a recent sign. I don't think I've heard similar ones to that. Launch an interceptor. We're going to be going on the aggressive stance there with the aliens. We don't come in peace. They're 3D. Okay, it was flashing and I pressed it and now I've got a bubble with a number. What? A jump scare as well. I mean, isn't it fun exploring these new platforms there? Where are we in the chat? Marcus Elberb, about to settle my feral kids. Wish me luck. Godspeed there, Marcus. Kate might have some tips. If we're off by the time, remember we're going to be on Patreon later for our monthly deep dive. We're looking at the MJ12 documents together. So we'll catch you for that one. Actually, we probably will be coming off in a minute and getting ready for that one. Raf as well. Does anyone remember that Jerusalem UFO a few years back? That was a proper nutty one. No, I don't think I do. The Jerusalem UFO. There. Let's see if we can find that one. Is this the one?
There's a new video this morning that some say may be proof for...
Okay, so that's too loud. Let's see if this one's... Is this it, Raf? The ads are looping. Oh, God. How many? Because I definitely turned them down, so there should be a lot less than yesterday. I didn't pay attention to that. Where are we? Let's go back. Okay, so we've got a white orb. Ooh, the speed on that one. That was quite fast. Oh, night, Shepsy. And Tickers, I assume, as well. We'll catch you later for that. Thank you for joining us there. 5. That is ridiculous, Kate. It's down on the lowest setting. That is crazy. Hopefully that's just an error or a bug there. That's the way. Yeah, it was fast. Thank you, Ref, for that suggestion. That was very fast indeed. That's very interesting. Where are we now? We are gone at 10 anyway, so I'm going to go away, have a smoke, get ready for our Patreon stream. So I hope to see you guys over there on Patreon. Remember, if you haven't used the code in our description over on our Patreon, you get the month for free there. If you have used it and it's rolled over, make sure you're in the correct tier. It's the Skywatcher, the cheapest tier. Not the free one, the Skywatcher one. That should allow you guys to join us over there as well. Yeah, to join us over our deep dive into the Majestic 12 leaked documents. Going to be a pretty cool over there. That's a shit vid of it, but it was recorded by 3 different people. We saw the 2 angles there as well. But I mean, this is the thing, you don't need to see much more. The fact that one did that speed, what was that? That is brilliant, isn't it? 5 then back to 1. I hope so. But anyway, yeah, we'll catch you guys over, hopefully over... Oh, let's wait and see if this comes up with anything. No. There you go. Yeah, all right, we're going to come off now, but we will catch you all over on Patreon later. Link in the bio for that one. Majestic 12. See you guys.